Every few weeks, we get an article that talk about a whale buying billions or millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatnot. Right? Who are these whales? What are they doing? Why are they buying so much? And what's in it for you? We'll talk about that in today's video. Now, this could be the easiest way for you to invest in a safe crypto portfolio that could generate meaningful returns. Right? How will that happen? We'll talk about that. First, what's really the problem? You and I do not have so much time. Right? We are average retail investors who probably have a long day of work, and at the end of the day we want to invest maybe in a few cryptos, but we just don't have the time to figure out which one is good. Right? Even if we have the time, we don't have the resources, we don't have maybe the understanding, the savviness of that we're not savvy enough to understand the technology behind it. And this is a problem that all of us face. We might not have one or many of these requirements for being a great investor, and hence our investments tend to be less optimal than they should be. Is there a solution to it? Is there an easy solution to it? Well, I'll talk about that in today's video. There's a pretty easy solution to this. What is that? And that solution is following whales. Who are whales? Whales are the richest people in crypto. The definition of whale really varies. Some say that it is people who have more than 1,000 Bitcoin. When it comes to Ethereum, it could be more than 10,000, 20,000 Bitcoin. The definition really varies, but broadly, it is like the Forbes 500 list, the Forbes 1000 list, the Forbes billionaire list. The richest people in crypto, they are buying crypto, and we know that they are buying something, and it is easy for us to track what are they buying, what are they selling, and does it make sense for us. That's how we really understand what a whale is doing, because whales own a lot of money. They have skin in the game. Look at this. People who own between 10,000 to 100,000 Bitcoin are roughly 93 people, or 93 addresses rather. Could be one person owning all 93, could be two people, could be 93 people owning one address each, but there are roughly 93 addresses that have between 10,000 to 100,000 Bitcoin. 1,000 to 10,000 is roughly about 2,045 addresses. These are people who own enormous amount of Bitcoin, which are worth in billions. And this is not the only thing that they own. They might be owning something more than Bitcoin as well. There are entire websites and Twitter handles and so on just to track what whales are doing. Right? So what are you going to do? Well, go down to whalestats.com. This is the easiest way for you to track what whales are doing. Go down to whalestats.com. Go to holding. Right? This is probably the easiest way for you to see what are they buying, what are they holding, and you'll see top holdings and top 10 small cap holdings. Small caps is probably where we all get confused. We know, yeah, Bitcoin is good, Ethereum is good. You'll probably make an investment in that. You might also go ahead and make an investment in Polygon or Binance and so on. All the large 10, 15 cryptos, you'll probably make an investment in them without thinking, and most likely you'll get lucky because they're all decent cryptos and will give you some meaningful returns. So you'll get lucky. When it comes to small cap holdings, this is where we all get confused, because we have absolutely no idea. This is where actual research matters, right? And more than research, discovery, right? How do you know which one is good? Where do you even start? There are like 15,000 plus cryptos. Where do you even start? The easiest way to start is go down to whalestats.com, go to their small holdings, look at the top small holdings, right? There's just probably 10 of them here. You can go through each of them and figure out whatever makes sense to you. This is at least, if not an entire way to do your research, at least a way to discover cryptos that you could probably search on. So for small cap holdings, at least start here. And when it comes to other holdings, let's go down to view history. You'll get an entire list. And this is all cryptos that are on the Ethereum chain. There is the Binance and Phantom, Polygon, and Avalanche. You can go and click on each of them as well. I'll walk you through Ethereum chain first. You can click on top holdings. You'll see roughly 50 cryptos here. You can go through each of them. You know the usual ones like ETH and Bitcoin will obviously, Wrap Bitcoin, etc. will obviously be there. In addition to that, we also know certain decently sized ones like Uniswap, Decentraland, Chiliz, etc. are also there. What else? Well, let's go down. You'll see Ape, right? ApeCoin from the Bored Ape Yacht Club. You'll see Comp, you'll see Quant. We made a video on that recently. BAT, amazing crypto. There's a link also somewhere here. So you'll see cryptos that, when I went through this list, there are many of these cryptos are those that I've already researched on. I know some of them are really good. Right? Whales are putting in a lot of money. You just look at the smallest crypto. Let's take sushi, the second smallest holding among the 50. There were $30,000 on average being invested. This is probably the entire portfolio of most crypto investors. Maybe not even this much, right? Most people would not even have 30,000 to spare. So if somebody is putting in $30,000 into a crypto, they have thought through that. They have put money into this crypto over 15,000 other cryptos, or at least over 1,000 other cryptos that are decently large in size. So they have put some thought into this. And I would greatly urge you to go through this list. If somebody tells you to invest in a crypto, come back here and check in this list first. Have the whales invested in it? If they've not invested in it, ask yourself, why would a billionaire whale who has access and the resources to invest has not invested in that crypto that you're looking at? Just ask yourself that one question, and then you'll realize, yeah, maybe it's not really worth it. I would say that's one easy way to eliminate a crypto and save yourself from investing in some rug pull or a scam crypto or a pyramid scheme for that matter. So be careful of that. And whatever is here, this could be your starting point. You don't have to go open Binance or FTX or in whatever exchange you're using and look at 500,000 cryptos, 500 odd thousand cryptos, and then figure out, like, break your head and figure out which one to invest in. Right? The easiest thing you have to do is come here, look at the top 50 holdings that are there, and then think, hey, what should I really invest in? Right? This could be you've already narrowed your list down to 50. There are stable coins like USDC and USDT here. If you eliminate those and eliminate the meme coins, you'll narrow down to maybe 40. And things like Matic and ETH and Bitcoin is something that you would have anyway invested in. So your list narrows down to maybe 35. And from that 35, you have a smaller group of cryptos to start researching on. And that, I think, is the easiest way to do some bit of research and get started. Right? If there cannot be an easier way than this to do it. And if you don't have time, at least copy this. Right? Copy what the whales have done not in terms of the value, but at least in terms of the cryptos itself. There's nothing more easier than this, because if you're diversified at this level, then it's highly likely that your portfolio will have some meaningful returns, because there are several cryptos here that I can tell you are going to do phenomenally well. Ones like BAT and Link are going to be 5-10x easy in the next 2-3 years, or when the next bull run happens. So overall, if your portfolio consists of cryptos that a whale is typically holding, then there's nothing like it. You can also do other things, like what are they selling, right? This is important. If they're selling something, that means that there's something gone wrong. Right? Something is wrong in this crypto, and hence they know this information before you and they're selling it. So it's wise for you to watch this. Come to Whalestats, maybe once in a week or so, keep watching it. I do that every week. I sit and see what are these whales doing, and that's one easy way for me to have a pulse on the market and know things, maybe like at least know things that might happen in the future, right? And that's something that I think as a retail investor, this is a big secret or a open secret to follow for easy investments. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about it. Welcome to the Wave Crypto Club. We'll keep making such great, amazing videos.